Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video to the channel. So this is your guys' favorite series that I do on the channel. Welcome to the AFK Moneymakers for this month. So bit of a variety one for this one. I've tried to make sure they're not all sort of aimed towards the same skill, but a couple of old favorites definitely are here as well. So the first one we're going to go and visit is the Elder Trees. So you might be thinking, why are we doing Elder Logs? Now, with the release of Eternal Magical Logs, I really thought that would sort of be the end of Elder Logs, and Elder Logs would kind of lost their price. If anything, Elder Logs have kind of kept their price and sort of sustained that higher tier AFK money-making woodcutting profit. So, Elder Logs, you all know before, we do multiple videos before of Elder Logs and how AFK and chill they are, especially if you have the Sentinel outfit where you can teleport to the Elder Logs per day. 20 teleports per day, which is really good to sort of do your teleports between the Elder Logs. But in terms of a price, they're currently still over 10k, which makes Elder Logs a nice 3 mil per hour. Don't get me wrong, in today's current climate, 3 mil per hour is not a lot in terms of how much you can make per hour. But when you see how chill and AFK Elder Logs are, as well as the fact they've got a slightly buffed XP after the recent woodcutting updates, it is still one which is definitely worth jumping into if you are looking for a nice chill AFK. Now, luckily for me, 7-day bond has just reached 90 woodcutting. So because of that, we'll definitely be doing a lot of the videos for 7-day bond at Elders, and you'll start to see the amount of vlogs we get rack up over time as well, because it's going to be a really good AFK for me as well. But Elder Logs is still a solid favourite. Just because Elder Magic Trees are here, don't think that they've gone down in price. We absolutely haven't. If anything, Elders have become more viable for their price as well, because so many people now go to the new Magic Trees as opposed to stay with the Elders as well. So again, really good method, 3 mil per hour, solid woodcutting, and really good there. Now, because we've mentioned it, we are going to go and pay a quick visit to the Eternal Magical Trees. These are really not the ones I would recommend you doing. If you're going to look to woodcut and you still can keep an eye on your screen, I would do Elders because it's going to be way more money. If you're looking for a pure, easy AFK, these Eternal Magical Trees are really good. You're not going to make much more than 1.5 to 2 mil per hour, but again, if you're looking for pure AFK woodcutting XP, whether that's to go to 200 mil, 120, or whatever level you need to, these are your absolute choice. Like, when I was working from home for a while, these are what I was doing, and the XP I was getting per hour was amazing. The profit is just not where it needs to be. So an Elder Log, which only requires level 90 woodcutting, is 10.3k. And the Eternal Magical Log at the minute just seems to be going down 2.4k, which is crazy, considering like the tier and woodcutting level you do need to do these trees. So again, woodcutting is always a fantastic way to AFK your way there, and will always be some form of profit. But at the minute, it's the Elder Logs which are performing a lot more than what the Eternal Magical Logs are. Okay, so for the next one, you're going to need to have to do the Extinction Quest, and you need a pretty decent fire making level, to be fair. I think this is something like 85 fire making, 87 fire making. So what we're looking to do is Sharp Shell Shards, which, again, pretty similar to Elder Logs. It's one which we've done a couple of times on the channel, but it's still consistently good GP. This is still 13 mil per hour at level 87 fire making. It's really good, and again, it's AFK. Now, how I would suggest you would do these bad eggs can only really go into the compost. You can't put them in the incubator. They just don't work. So all I generally do is just go and remove all as well. We've actually got really lucky because sometimes you can get dinosaurs, and we've just picked one up there. But what the point of this is you're going to collect good eggs and then put them in the incubator. By putting them in the incubator, you're going to then get Sharp Shell Shards, which you can then sell for a profit as well. This is a fantastic way to make some GP if you have got very little GP anyway. It's a great way to sort of rebuild and build up from nothing, because you don't need any GP to do it as well, and you can make 13 mil per hour doing this method anyway. So once you've got enough of the good eggs, and to be fair, we'll just get rid of those bad eggs and go to the incubator. Again, you can get random dinosaurs, which are going to be more GP per hour. We've just picked up one of those, and that's going to be an extra 600k, but throwing in the eggs into the incubator, that is where you're going to get your fire making XP, but also where you're going to get your Sharp Shell Shards. And as you see as well, we are racking these up, and they're currently valued at 726 GP each. So just on the first go, that is going to rack up way over sort of like 250, 300, and we'll do it as a little bit of a price check. But again, you're going to be doing this back and forward for the hour, and while you're collecting the eggs, it is semi-AFK, and it is a pretty decent one to do as well, especially if you're looking for your fire making XP. So that first info is going to come in at a price of 200k, and if you keep going back and forward and get lucky with a dinosaur as well, it's really going to make towards that 13 mil per hour, which the wiki has quoted. So again, going on to one of our favorites, the next one we're going to go and do is a method which has been hit pretty hard ever since the release of the memory DAO. So we're going to go and pay a visit to energy, and in particular, Incandescent energy. It is still one of the best ways to go in AFK and make some GP as well. Yes, it's not as much as what it used to be. Energy prices still really haven't recovered, and even at top tier, Incandescent energy is still going to be 7 to 8 mil per hour. However, that is still 7 to 8 mil per hour profit with no real investment in it as well. And not only that as well, with the change they made to divination a little while ago, it is so much better now. The wisps last longer, they don't go roaming, and it's just a lot easier as well. Now, by playing the Iron Man, one thing I have realised dramatically improves my divination experience. If you do this on a divination world, not only will you have more people there, there's a bigger chance you're going to get enriched memories because more people are depositing the energies into the rift as well, so they proc more often as well. But at the minute, Incandescent energies, even at the price which they are, which is exceptionally cheap at 218, still pulls in roughly 7 to 8 mil profit per hour as well, especially if you are on those divination members worlds. Again, nowhere near what it used to be, and it is sad that we probably won't see it sort of divination prices where it used to be, but considering you don't have to pay for anything, it's AFK, it's an absolute work skill as well. I have a very high feeling I'm going to be doing 200 mil divination while working from home. It's just that easy chill AFK you're looking for, and it ticks all the boxes, and it will bring some form of GP in with it as well. So by my info, you would have guessed where we're going to next. We are going to go and focus on a Archaeology cache. Now we're going to go to the Alka dig site. We're going to go focus on one of the Zaros ingredients, and the one which is probably the best cache to focus on, I think, depending on the time. We're going to go and focus on Blood of Orcus. Now, Blood of Orcus is important because it's used in binding contracts, but definitely one of those items at the minute which isn't quite holding the price it used to. So definitely want to keep an eye on. If it's peaking in price, definitely go and focus on it because it is still very, very good. Now, we got quite lucky actually because we're here during the pylons, so who knows what we're going to get while we're doing this. But focusing on caches in general is a very good way to make some money. And you'll probably have seen that I'm going to be doing a video on Archaeology cache spots. If it's not already released, it will be released very, very soon, where we're going to focus on like why this is such a good value to AFK. But for this method in particular, we're focusing on these Blood of Orcus caches because they are such good GP. Now, each time you get one of these Blood of Orcuses, you're going to be getting 10k for the item. So 10.4k here, and as you can see, we are getting this very, very quick actually, surprisingly quick. But it don't take long to AFK this and make some GP for it as well. You can go through the agility thing, and then there's another spot for Blood of Orcus as well. Now, a lot of people can sometimes say, why focus on a cache when you can just pick a very good normal spot and get the artifacts as well? You are absolutely correct, but what happens there is for a lot of these spots, the other lowercase items bring your GP per hour down quite severely. Whereas here, we're just focusing on Blood of Orcus, and as you can see, we're racking it up quite quickly as well. So that's nice. And then what you would do is swap between the two spots, and then hopefully you can rack up that Blood of Orcus as well. Use your porters, use your premier artifacts as well for the porters to bring your porter charges down. But this is a solid way to go and AFK this, especially if you're an Iron Man and you're looking for an AFK. Getting your stuff ready for binding contracts is really, really important. If you wanted to make more money on top of this while you want to actively play, you could go and get your own binding contract supply. So it would be Blood of Orcus, Hellfire Metal. Hellfire Metal is basically the same as what this method is. So either of the two are probably the standouts caches at the minute. And then you could do that AFK and then turn those into binding contracts and then make the binding contracts into a popular familiar and make more money on top of that as well. But yeah, 4 very, I would say, well-known and cliche AFK methods, but they still produce and they are still making a lot of GP in this current time as well. So don't forget about them. They're still there, and especially like some of the ones we've covered in this episode, Archaeology, woodcutting, divination, and even the shards, to be fair, are very easy, chill AFK methods you could do while working, school working, editing, playing another game, and still rack up a little GP on the side as well. The Blood of Orcus and Hellfire Metal are roughly about 3.5 mil to 4 mil per hour. Again, not standout GP moneymakers, but they are solid for how chill and AFK they are as well. However, that's going to wrap up this month's AFK money making methods. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any AFK methods which are working really well for you at this current time, drop in the comments below. We can have a look and we can go from there. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next one.